ranking my favorite characters in the Arcane TV show, understanding that I love all of these characters, just not equally. In thinking about this, I tried to consider the depth of the character and the completion of their arc, combined with how much joy and excitement I experienced when I saw them on screen. So at number 10, I'm gonna cheat right off the bat and use a tie between Jace and Mel. They're kind of the origin of almost everything bad that happens in the show, but their characters don't get super interesting until towards the end of season 2. Before that, they're only super interesting in relation to other better characters. And in the case of Jace, unlike Victor, his motivation for everything bad that he does is basically just vanity. At 9, I'm putting Caitlin Kierman, Sniper Spice. If you think about it, she's like Mike Lowry from Bad Boys, like she's super rich, but she just wants to be a cop. I just found her to be a little too quickly tempted by authoritarianism, you know what I mean? At number 8 is Heimerdinger, who's basically the Yoda of the franchise. He's the comic relief, but also the wise old sage. I do feel like he could have been more helpful early on, but that makes him a flawed character in a fun way. Also, he can shred on guitar. Number 7 is Ambassa, who I considered swapping with Mel because she doesn't get much of an arc. She always has the same motivations, and we don't get a ton about her backstory, at least not yet. However, she's so darn cool on screen, and that put her above it. 6 is Victor, just a wonderful, layered character, everything that Jace is not. A lot of you would put him higher, I just couldn't because. At number 5 is Silco, just the best type of sympathetic villain. At first you hate them to their core, and then you slowly begin to understand what makes them tick. At number 4 is Echo. I wish they had had so much more screen time. Echo is the hero, the MVP of the story, so fun to watch. Number 3 might be controversial, I don't know, but I'm putting Savika, just a severely underrated supporting character. They started out as like this generic hench person, and got developed into something with so much depth and nuance. Her fight with Vi is one of my favorite sequences in the show, and the moment where she stood beside Silco, which was kind of a surprise, was such a turning point for her character for me. She stood up for the Undercity, and she only turned away from Vander when she found out he was working with the Topsiders. But over time, she grew to understand that things are much more complicated, and she even began to be very tender to Jinx. At number 2, but kind of 1, is Vi. It might be a basic choice, my next couple of answers, but it is what it is. I love her. I love the scrappy boxing moxie, everything about the aesthetic. They are just the quintessential protagonist to me. But number 1 is Jinx. I wish I had a more creative answer, but I can't lie. It's the obvious choice, the mascot of the show, just a wonderfully nuanced, zany, crazy, fun character to watch. The aesthetics, the humor, the needle drops, the depth of emotion, Jinx has it all. She's the perfect mixture of off-the-wall fun and action and tragedy. Vander's not on the list because my love for him goes beyond such trivial things as ranking. Let me know your rankings in the comments, and as always, be kind to each other in the comments and love what you love.